Hey guys, it's Vera Sweeney from Lady and the Blog, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about 5 time saver hacks that you can do in the kitchen to save you some sanity and get some more time back in your day. So the very first thing that I do is I stopped going food shopping without a grocery list. And a lot of people go grocery shopping and they have lists, and this is a very common practice for a lot of people, but for me it wasn't. I would just go and I would just buy things as a creature of habit. You know, we always need oatmeal, we always need apples, we always need cereal, we always need bananas, or whatever my story is. And then I would come home and I would find out that we had those things already. And so we end up having 5 maple syrups in my pantry because we never quite got through our original bunch. And so now what I do is I go online and I find these already created shopping list printables that other wonderful women have already made. And I print one up for me and I sit down and I do an inventory of what exactly I need. And I only get that. And you know, just to do like a 1A, 1B, I also only bulk shop. So I pretty much go places where I get bulk items, and then I get a large quantity of them. So this week I bought peanut butter. Hold on, let me show you. So this week I bought peanut butter, and this peanut butter I think was $8.99 or something along those lines. If I went to a regular supermarket, I would have maybe bought half of one of these for $5.99 or something along those lines. And I would have had to buy peanut butter again pretty quickly, but honestly, I don't know the next time I'm going to have to buy peanut butter. I have so much peanut butter. This is probably going to last me 6 months, 8 months. I really don't know. We don't eat that much peanut butter. So bulk shopping saves me time and sanity for sure. Tip number 2. So Purdue Farms has recently come out with a new service that allows you to buy their products online and make a sort of package delivery of everything that you need when it comes to chicken, beef, poultry, you name it, they have it. And I can do that from the convenience of my own home. Now, I happen to work with Purdue, so I have a link below that will give you 15% off your order, and that's only if you go through my link, so make sure you go through the link below. And you'll also get a free package of diced chicken. So 15% off plus a free product is a pretty sweet deal to celebrate the launch of this new delivery service. So let me just give you a little look at some of the things that I was able to bring home this week. All right, so we have some Coleman Natural Hickory Smoke Uncured Bacon. It has no nitrates, which really important to me. We have Niman Ranch Pork Breakfast Sausages, again, all natural, no preservatives. Purdue Harvest Land Boneless Skinless Chicken Breast. We have Angus Beef Rib Eye Steaks from Niman Ranch, and if you want to check that out, there you go. And just to give you a few more peeks at what we have here, we have, I got a whole Cornish hen, which I think is a lot of fun. I can't wait to make that. And then over here we have some more organic chicken drumsticks, which actually we're gonna put some barbecue sauce in that and get that going today. And then Purdue Dino Nuggets, that was not part of my box, so it's just something that I always have. But that's just a sample of some of the things that I have in my freezer, and all pretty much ordered from PurdueFarms.com. Okay, tip number 3. When I make food for a meal, I tend to make extra food because I want to try to get a few extra meals out of it for my family. So for example, yesterday I made bacon and eggs for lunch for my husband and I, but I didn't just make 4 eggs. I ended up making a dozen, and I did that because I wanted to have breakfast for my kids in the morning and then potentially another lunch for my husband and I in the afternoon. Now, of course, I wasn't able to stretch it that long, but let me show you. I fried up an entire packet of bacon and I fried up an entire carton of eggs. and all my leftovers from yesterday's lunch and today's breakfast are here, and this is what I'm having for lunch today with a bagel, and I don't have to dirty my pans again. So you dirty your pans one time, you do a huge cooking in one shot for while you're doing it, and then make enough for 1 or 2 extra meals to save yourself some time in the kitchen, and it really does work. So 1 Tupperware saves me 2 or 3 extra times of having to bring out my pots and my pans, and I have to tell you, this is a huge time saver. You just have to think ahead. So when I'm making eggs, it's not 2 eggs, it's 12 eggs. And it feels funny in the beginning, but as long as you know for the next 3 days, I'm gonna have bacon and eggs in the morning and I'm okay with that, you know, you have to not really worry so much about variety. You just have to use what you have in the refrigerator, then it works out. Now, if you're looking for variety, this is my next tip. And my next tip involves the freezer. Okay, so here's my confession. I do not do this yet. I still have to learn how to do this. I am not somebody that really has a full understanding of freezer life, but I'm doing a lot of research on it and I'm really looking forward to understanding this mentality. But there are plenty of people on YouTube that you can look up that will teach you how to, when you are making a baked ziti for dinner one night, you just simply have to make a second baked ziti. You prepare a second baked ziti and you freeze that second baked ziti. And then a week from now, a month from now, 2 months from now, when you're ready to eat that baked ziti that you have prepared and prepped and frozen in your freezer, it's there waiting for you. That is a huge time saver for the kitchen. I don't do that yet. I will start doing that. The only thing that I actually do freeze, and I'll show you that, guys, I freeze my cookie dough because I make a lot of cookies, and when I make homemade cookies, I like to extend the life of it, and so I do actually freeze cookie dough. But I don't freeze anything else, so I have to extend my knowledge in this arena, and I have to figure out how to start freezing ziti, casseroles, soups, you name it, and there's a YouTube video out there that's going to teach us. But that's something that you should definitely look into as well. My very last tip for you is a really simple one that you can do when you go grocery shopping and you bring everything home. Food prep your vegetables and your fruit. That is a very simple thing to do. My children do not tend to reach for the fruit unless it is cut and washed for them, and it makes sense because I'm the same exact way. What I like to do is I like to wash the strawberries, cut off the tops, and just put them in a bowl and have them ready for my kids. So when they open up the refrigerator, they have fresh berries that they know are clean and waiting for them because they're in bowls. They're not in the original packaging that comes from the supermarket, and they tend to reach for those instead of anything else, which I love as a mom. A lot of people also like to get their carrots and celery ready and put them in little baggies. We don't do that because we use bento boxes for lunch, and we tend to use the same bento boxes every day, so I can't really prepare snacks for lunch for the next day. That doesn't really work for me to prepare ahead as far as that is concerned, but if you're somebody that likes to bring Ziploc bags to work, you can absolutely pre-plan and pre-package 5 of your lunchbox bags ahead of time for your kids, for yourself. If you're going to work, that's up to you, but it doesn't work for us because, like I said, we use bento boxes. But definitely the after-school snacks, we do prepare ahead of time, and it really does work because it also saves me time, because when they're coming home from school, they're not asking for me to wash and cut and peel. It's already done. I've done it on Sunday, and we're all ready to go for the rest of the week. So those are my 5 tips to help you. Don't forget, there's a link below for you to check out. You can save 15% today, and you can get yourself a free package of diced chicken. Thanks so much. If you have any kitchen saving, time saving tips, I would love to hear them as well, because believe me, we're all learning here. And this year is all about getting more organized and getting myself in a better place in my home. And thank you so much for listening to the things that I come across as I do.